Do you think you ever experienced real love then? Oh yeah. By who? For one, my mother. For one, my mother. Your mother? Is her black? Yeah, she's black. My mother is the first love I experienced with no conditions. Mm. I could lie to her, and she still loved me. Intentionally lie to her. Wake up to play on her. Man, you won't hear. Wake up on Friday to lie and say, "Mama, I'm." Hey guys, it's your favorite on here. Now, Junior, you take it. Coach, you should run the customized delivery uniform. There was nothing in the kitchen, but okay, you can say Potter's first, but also not what. Okay. Only pay for what you need. You know, we're real forgiving of humans. How so? They step on our paw. We forgive them. They give us a bath. We forgive them. They eat a whole rotisserie chicken in front of us. We eventually forgive them. We're so forgiving of humans. Yeah, but we do eat their favorite chews. I guess it goes both ways. Hey guys, it's your favorite on here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sport, stay for the story. Odell Beckham Jr. is heading back to where it all started. He was signed today to the New York Giants. Odell spent his first 5 seasons of his career from 2014 to 2018. He sits number 2 on the Giants' all-time receiver list. OBJ hadn't played since 2024. Ocho? Yeah. Think so? Mm-hmm. OBJ, Malik Neighbors, Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbo. What are we thinking? Hold on, didn't they get Juju? Yeah, they signed Juju. Yeah, also. Yeah. Juju went there too. Obviously, I look at the Odell, bringing Odell in as some insurance. He's some insurance, somebody that's familiar with the team in general. Obviously, it's a new system, a new quarterback. He's familiar with playing in that organization specifically. How healthy is Malik Neighbors going to be? That's what I was going to say, man. And that's the first thing that comes to mind. How healthy is Malik Neighbors going to be? Did he have another surgery on that knee, Ocho? He just got cleaned up. That maybe 2 weeks ago. They just announced. If he's not able to go, they're able to use Odell Beckham and Juju Smith. What's Juju last name? Schuster. You know, in different ways to manipulate that offense and put him in different positions to make some of those plays. Being that Malik Neighbors is your number one. Malik Neighbors is your dog. He can do some of any and everything. Ocho, before we go any further with this, remember, the Patriots signed Romeo Doubs also. So Romeo Doubs and A.J. Brown and Keyshawn Boutte. They got a nice little squad, boy. They got a nice little squad over there now. And, Steve, Ramondre, and he there? Ramondre Stevenson. So, the running back, they got a nice little squad. They got a nice little something offensively cooking. Now, go ahead. You said if Malik Neighbors, if he can get back up, if he can come back and be what he was his rookie year. Oh, man. They gonna be Slayton, I think Slayton had surgery. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, I think Wan'Dale Robinson went to Tennessee. He went to Tennessee. Now, they did bring over Likely, tight end, from Baltimore. Yeah. OBJ, Ocho, does he have anything left? A little bit, huh? A little bit. He's not going to be the OBJ we used to see him when he was 13 with the Giants now. He's not going to be that. But we've seen what he can do. He can make plays. You put him in position and give him the opportunities to make said plays. He can do what he needs to do. Yeah. He can do what he needs to do. I think he'll be solid, but I don't think Neighbors, fellas, I don't know if Neighbors going to be ready to start the season. And my thing is, no. I mean, that's just my gut feeling, Ocho. Are you going to wear a guy like Odell Beckham and Juju Smith? Are you going to wear those guys down? Because if Malik Neighbors ain't going to be there to start here, you're going to have to lean on those guys. Yeah. The question that I have,
I totally forgot I was on live. Oh my god. What's up, man? Damn. I forgot I was on live, yo. I was back here for it. That's what happened when you clean. I got to washing dishes and shit, putting clothes and shit together. Oh shit, something good. Damn.
All right, what's up with y'all? So look, I'm back again with another video right now. Listen.
My phone died, man. My phone died. So this thing that this right here. This got a lemon, blueberries, and cherries. She said we gonna fight. I'm talking about I've been back and forth. Mm. I think for real, what's about to be a staple is smoothies. Smoothies and salads about to be the only thing, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm still gonna hit my seared chicken and my big fish though. That joint good. I just said fuck it. I need that shit.
Hey guys, it's your favorite. Put Dean in a bad spot. Dean pressure, I'm telling you right now. It's a different kind of pressure. It's not a misfits pressure. Amato not respecting the clinch at all. He kept firing away. Most of the shots were the.
Zaxby's just dropped a whole new line of dry rubs, and they're not playing around. Who's got the sauce?
You begged for me to let you die, and I did not. I helped those who come to this island.
I am the outlaw, Robin Hood. I'm back with another David update, and I know a lot of people have been saying there's not been any big new updates, there's not been any new information that's been found. But in this video, I'm actually going to show you a whole bunch of never before seen evidence that once again cooks David. Okay, people saying.
For real though, Nick, and now that like I got fruit implemented in the house, now they love smoothies. The kids. And since they like sweets and shit so much, I can get them a bunch of sweet fruit. Like pineapples, mangoes. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cut the watermelon up and put it in there. Had a cold shit, you know what I mean? Get some ice and just, you know what I mean? And then get some type of juice like I'm thinking probably like orange juice. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of orange juice and make smoothies with orange juice. They love these shits. My daughter, she real skeptical because she be seeing me with the green drinks. She was like, I made her drink some. She was like, oh. It was just funny. And I figure when I make smoothies, I'm gonna put lettuce in it, tomatoes, carrots, yeah, goddamn beets, bro. Smoothies can go all type of. You just blend that shit up. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm on. I'm just trying to flood my body with trying to flood my body with the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Hot. And I figure what better way than blending it up and throwing it back. Now, honestly, what I'm thinking about doing is like get a red onion, like a garlic clove, a red onion, a bunch of ginger, and blend that shit up. Blend that shit up and just throw it back. You know what I mean? Even because I can go veggie smoothie and just make a disgusting ass smoothie. Like not disgusting, but lettuce, tomatoes, celery, goddamn ginger, lemon, onion. Blend it up fine to a watery paste. Like bend it up till it's damn near water. Blend that shit up. And just throw that shit back. That'll get you all the nutrients. And I'm thinking about when we get these food stamps, I'm about to go crazy. I ain't gonna lie. We get these stamps, I'm going crazy. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man, I was just in the hospital yesterday. Like I was just feeling bad. My chest and shit was hurting. I felt like I had a blood clot, you know, because they took me off my medication and shit. But, you know, they canceled my insurance out of nowhere, so it just left me fucked up. So all I can do is just keep going, keep pushing. For real though, man, you gotta try that. That's a quick way, cause who likes to eat, you know what I'm saying, veggies all the time? You know, especially the ones that everybody got their picks. You know, so my ones that I don't really like, or you know, I blend them up with something that I like and throw it back real quick just to get it in me. You know, because either way it's getting in you. And then when it's broke down like that on an empty stomach, your body getting all of that. Yeah, they just canceled my insurance, but they said they didn't find no blood clots. So I'm guessing it was more of a mental thing, but my sugar was also in the 500s. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do better on that. And it's more so with me, it ain't the sugar. It's the things that turn into sugar. Like potatoes, man, one of my favorite foods, bro. Diced potatoes. Man, that's one of my a nice little sandwich. You know what I'm saying? With a pickle on it. You know, a little salt and pepper, tomato. You know, the bread. It's the bread. It ain't even the sandwich itself. It's the bread. You know what I mean? So that's just tough going through that. Trying to know what I mean? But I just got to, bro. Like these smoothies and this tea with the lemon, the cloves, the motherfucking ginger, the cayenne pepper, the burdock root. I'm about to be on this stuff heavy. And it's the summertime. I took a day off today, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back at it tomorrow, and we about to get to it. Yeah, I gotta go with the fruits that's low glycemic, you know. Mm-hmm. It's just getting like that. It's time to really step it up and put in my body what it needs and wants. You know, I can't be eating all this processed fucking junk this world got to offer. Like you said, everywhere you turn, it's some bullshit everywhere. I mean, I ain't saying a motherfucker gotta eat all fruit, cause that's what a lot of people push. All fruit, all fruit. A lot of people I watch on Facebook, you know what I'm saying, they fruitarian heavy. I mean, everybody, that shit ain't for everybody. I mean, a lot of people eating sugary fruits all day. That shit still fucking you up in the long run. Like that shit still, all that sugar. It's crazy because I was one of them ones that was like, no man, the fruit sugar ain't gonna do nothing to you, bro. All that fruit sugar will fuck you up. I ain't gonna lie. That shit'll do shit to your liver and all of that. You would be, you know what I mean? But niggas be doing it. To each his own. They be doing this shit with no veggies. More power to them. I'm proud of myself. I'm like, no, now I'm gonna just have to be blueberry and cherry type shit. And when I want juice, I just go to the deli.
You know, we're running out of things to talk about, but there's actually still, even at this stage in the game, more incriminating, damning stuff coming out about David, about his team, about the people around him, about the people in his community, and I've got a big batch of information to share with you in this video, okay? I know a lot of people have been waiting for another big update, and I do actually have quite a few interesting new things to show you guys here. So the first thing that I want to show you that I think is really, really interesting is this. So this is a recording, okay? This is a recording that David apparently made on April the 29th, 2025. Not too long, like 6 days, less than a week after the alleged murder of Celeste.
Only when you're all that I need. If you bleed, then I bleed eternally.
If you bleed, then I bleed. It's a little bit weird, right? Talking about bleeding into bleed, then I bleed eternally. So it's less than a week after the murder, and he's already touched down in the studio talking about if you bleed, then I bleed.
But no, you're not the only one.
Now, no, you're not the only one. Now, what could that be? To be honest, we was hearing that there might have been other minors. There might have been a Valentine's Day where Celeste was in one property, another potentially underage girl might have been in another property. That's a rumor that's been going around for quite some time. And it is not great, all right? And then he's just hopping on the mic, hopping in the closet, making little songs, revealing some of this information. It's not great. Now, we've got more details that are now coming out about how David and Celeste allegedly met on Fortnite, and there's actually some information coming out from Moji, who is the alleged creator of David's Discord, and the very person who was rumored to have sent a message that we listened to in the last video. At the start of the last video, there was a message. Basically, it was a voice message from a Discord mod in David's community, basically saying, oh, look, David's team, we're working together with David's team to clean up the Discord. It's too late. People have already taken screenshots. We should have shut it down straight away, but now it's too late. They're going to accuse us of covering up. Basically being part of a failed Fox cover-up, basically. So they're saying that that's who it was. Now,
I got New York Times too.
Okay, this is some more information, literally about how David and Celeste.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It will be so much fucking worse for everybody if we close the server. It just will be so much worse. They're already speculating that we're hiding evidence just by closing off all the text chats. So imagine what happens when we close the server. Who are they going to go to other than the people in the screenshots? And it's just going to get worse. Like, we're leaving it. David's team wants us to leave it. There's nothing else we can do. Like, I talked to his manager. He's like, yeah, just leave it. We don't want to be hiding anything. And that's super fair, in my opinion. Tell her to close her DMs, bro. Like, fuck. It's not that hard, man. Obviously, she's responding and opening DMs, or else she wouldn't be getting any more and getting bothered by it. I have over 1,000 messages in my requests, and I do not fucking care. Because I don't look. I don't really care. Half of them are fucking death threats. I don't fucking care.
Now this next part is what's going to be a little bit crazy because we already heard that part of the recording, but this is a new part now that's just come
like, there, if Kylie thinks it's bad for her just because she's in one screenshot, think about the dude who fucking has the owner role in David's fucking Discord server. It'd be different if we hit it right away, but what we did right away was lock the channel and let all these external sources look through messages, and now there's screenshots. But if people like Lamb and Inglesi didn't fucking do that,
this got the cayenne pepper and the
shut it down right
ginger,
away.
cloves,
but now
and
that
lemon.
we're in this far with it being open, we can't close it.
Yeah.
My bad. I had actually heard that before. I thought there was going to be a little bit more information at the end of that. But what I do have here is some screenshots of some conversation with Moji. And basically, he appears to be explaining exactly how Celeste and David met on Fortnite and the age, okay? So this is a very, very interesting and damning set of DMs, messages that are from the Discord chat, the daily Discord, okay? This says general, so these weren't DMs, sorry, these are public messages in Discord, okay, the general chat. This is Moji. You might be a bit hard to see the colour of it there, but that's Moji. They said we were all in Team Limit Fortnite team, and people saying they sent Celeste. How the F was a 12-year-old in a paid Fortnite organisation? He said I honestly figured even older than me, like she didn't sound like a kid. And then someone said 7Mo. Oh no, it's just okay. I don't know what this is in context of, but he said who were 17, but she talked like all of us did. Because she would have been 12 when we were playing Fortnite on the same team. Somehow I never knew she was a major minor. Shout out Celeste. And so here are some other messages from the Discord where they basically discuss how on earth was a 12-year-old on a professional gaming team. Inglesi says, you know everything, right? And someone said, probably.
Yeah,
and they said, how the F did the team let a 12-year-old on? Was it run by a manager? They said, nobody's talking about it.
Good for your blood flow, so.
Someone said, who
I'm like, shit, anything good for the flow of the blood.
And so then someone said, like, genuinely.
I'm with it.
I said, I don't know. I know Barry used to run it. Someone said, I can find out who owned the limit quick, but not anyone. Yeah, find out who owned it at the time. Barry left before David. He didn't limit rebrand. And then basically, this is now a backup of one of the first messages that Celeste actually ever sent in David's Discord. Now, let me see.
But I got the whole lemon slices in there.
So this is a back and forth. They said that was so expected.
Fuck it, I'm flooding myself with that shit.
I got Janet Cost at 5. What? Someone said attempted murder. 10 pairs sleep well. Good night. 5 a.m. And then this is Celeste in the chat in 2022. People think this might be one of, if not the first message from Celeste that says how I verify / verify. So here's another screenshot. Apparently. So this shows one of Celeste's Finsta accounts commenting on one of David's live streams. So basically comments, hey, with an angry face, this is the Hello Kitty LifeGirl account. So that is a pretty notorious account. We're just seeing that she was around super, super early. I haven't seen this comment before. So one person you might have come across whilst following this case and keeping up with everything is this guy, Lamp. Okay, he recently took to X to basically suggest there might have been even more going on inside David's community. There's people wondering what I mean by David's community was a 764 community. Me and other community members will be making a stage channel on a Discord server, recording it all to explain some things that it seemed like people missed. Now, 764 is obviously this diabolical club cult that we've seen talked about recently. There's something weird going on with the 764 thing, where apparently it started in Texas, and it was like young people grooming other young people to do horrible things. Minors involved. You can go. Well, I've done a few videos about it way back in when this stuff first.
What's up, Jordan? How you
doing? Okay, Lamp had apparently been threatened in David's Discord after allegedly leaking salts.
Much love to you,
so this was a back and forth. Lamp saying 15 stole. Already mentioned I was 15. It makes sense, but how do you not know how the legal system works at that age? He said an email for what, dude? He said from the label. They said, do you know how court cases work? It says it makes sense, but how do you not know the legal system? How the legal system works at that age?
Don't let the dad bod disappear.
Get your Fireball Dad Bod fanny back today.
We got it. We're looking for a house closer to everything, but we don't know where to start.
Find it with Realtor.com. With Real Commute, it's easy to find a home closer to what's ever close to your heart. Do y'all recycle? Realtor.com.
Nature-made gummy vitamins. A delightful way to take care. really
Nature
brings
made.
out your energy efficiency plan? You don't need to pull it
But
from
I got some clothes in the dryer. I'm about to go check on real quick.
Like peak time rebates
I'm treating today totally like a Sunday.
So I can use her AC again.
New finished Ultimate Quantum costs less than Cascade. This just makes sense.
It makes sense because nothing cleans better than finish.
It costs less per wash. That's why it makes sense.
Attention, Finish is unbeatable, clean, and value.
We're running out of power, baby.
Says I do or I know, and then goes on. Basically, there's more messages. There's you asking the wrong person about this. You're obviously not getting sued. He said, I feel like the first time was good enough. I said, okay. So I said, well, thank you so much, dude. That's so insightful and helpful, man. You're so intelligent. You're so right. The world is yours, and we're living in it. The label took it seriously. David and I didn't. I try to help you understand, but you don't retain any information. So congratulations. Wouldn't I have an email by now? An email for what, dude? You think they hit you whether you've been served for defamation via email? How old are you, man? And people saying, I'm not scared by you, David, or the label. So it seems like he's sort of getting threatened, basically, right? Because now we see from the longer screenshot, I didn't realize that was David himself. David himself was threatening him. He said, you're asking the wrong person about this. You're obviously not getting sued. But again, it's like, it seems like David is actually putting pressure on this guy. So I'm not scared by you, David, or the label. He said, nobody's trying to make you scared. He said, Doc, holy shit, I can't believe you're serious. And he said, what? And he reposted David's comment, right? So this was apparently the person who actually asked David who the girl was. And David replied, you're a Fed. They said, hey, who's the girl? He said, you're a Fed. He said, what? What you mean? What you mean? For real, who's the girl? You think, why am I a Fed? Because it's a minor. Because it's a minor, okay? So we've also got this in February 2026, after the murder had taken place, but before David was arrested. Users have been discussing that 764 alleged demonic cult link. They're saying, bro, I got the craziest backstory in the whole David stuff, bro. And he says, genuinely? I got her cut signs. What? People are confused. So what the F communities have you been in, bro? They said, David's. That's all from David. David's com was basically a 764 gang. And people saying, yes, all. So people in the Discord have been saying for a while that this 764 thing is what was going on. Someone said, yo, they said from David's community. David's com was basically 764 gang, like for real. And they said maybe that one guy wasn't lying about the Neo theory. Okay, so I think this is the Neo theory. They're saying, was he 764? Because I probably knew him too. What's his Discord? They're saying, what do you mean, WeHo Neo? They said, Neos, yeah. They posted a picture of his mugshot. And then they said, Neo, David's IRL friend. Yeah. I said, yeah, what's his Discord? They said, I don't even know. And then from here, people in the Discord kind of started to believe that David's friend Neo was somehow involved in this conspiracy with Celeste, or even a more wider 764 child grooming operation, cult-like thing. They said, how much proof do you think Neo has? People saying 0, he's clout chasing. Other people saying he knows a lot. Saying, agree. They're saying, dude wasn't saying this when he was spending David's money, lol. People saying he 100% knows everything. People saying, which Bryant song are you referring to? This is the one you gave a snippet of and said it's the best one. All of a sudden, David's a weirdo and I never liked him. Right? It's true. People saying, who was the second chainsaw for? Be so for real. And people saying Neo Langston. Shows so ass, because the last season ruined the whole show. They're saying, but season 4 was good. You should leave season 4 as the ending. Don't watch season 5. Season 4 was really good. I can't lie. 5 just ruined it for me. They're saying, who was the second chainsaw for? Neo. So in addition to that, here's a little bit more backstory on how David's Discord mod Zerks was moving after people found out about the Tesla. So he said, so he can be the one to tell us. He dead-ass told David's managers not to tell us. That dude's ruin it. Okay, good. Is Zerks in here? So this is Moji kind of asking about what's going on. We need to get info from Zerks. You know, David's managers were trying to get the information once people found out about the body in the Tesla. So people are basically debating. They're saying Zerks needs to reveal what's going on. Says, yeah, I got to listen to it. Dose is friends with Carney. Said Zerks is ass. He needs to be hung. Carney got no filter for real. F that MF. Why? Oh. And then Zerks had a post. The people reposted it. Said, MFs don't even know the context. Twitter and Reddit always pushing shit narratives. This is September the 22nd, 2025. Right? Body's been discovered, but they're just about to identify who it was. People saying, what is the context then? All I see is you deleting messages of an alleged PDF murderer's Discord server. So this person's name's been redacted, but they're clapping back at Zerks, basically. And he said, deleting pictures of the owner so they wouldn't dox him. They still did. Leaked his address, called his parents, etc. And people saying, never mind. Yeah, bro, definitely knew about the body. Someone said, yeah, he did. And want to hear some crazy shit? They said they didn't leak shit. It's all public. Someone said, okay, yes, I want to hear crazy stuff. What's going on? And this is what they said. They said Zerks hid a bunch of stuff from staff in David's closet so that he could be the one to tell people to receive the credit for it. When in reality, he wasn't doing himself any favors by being selfish. And they said he showed me the folder of what he deleted. Genuinely dumb. What kind of stuff? And then they're saying, let's just expose Zerks in a group chat. So someone said, for real, they said, this has been happening a while now, not new. Zerks genuinely was moving weird, and I don't mess with it. Zerks has always been weird, bro. He was too cocky about being David's friend. I knew him since 2023. Is he an adult? And then people posted this picture of David, right, locked in together. And then basically after this, right, there was some interesting insights about apparently David was basically just locked in playing video games while he was hiding and waiting for his arrest. These are all of his different screen names for playing Fortnite, basically on different systems by the looks of it. Right, he was playing Fortnite right up until 2 days before he was arrested. Thursday, April the 16th, 2026. He was still playing Fortnite, still on these usernames. It's messed up. So here he is talking about playing PlayStation with somebody, and I believe this probably was after the murder. Someone's saying, let me know if you want to play, though. We can just relax and have fun. I think you already got my PS user as well if it's needed. He said, super down as soon as my Wi-Fi comes back. There's a huge Spectrum outage right now. These are apparently his David online character, his GTA online characters, and this one's ironic, right? He better get used to this one. Okay, he's gonna meet a few people in the jail that might fit in Grand Theft Auto. Okay, these are apparently his different alter egos. This is David 2, right? The Los Santos Police Department robbery homicide division, I believe. And then here he is playing as a chick, right? He's switching it up. He's gender bending when he feels like it. Okay, and then basically from here. Says we also have several messages from the time David was allegedly in hiding, where he seemed to be turning to Jesus. So a lot of people were saying that he was sending them Bible quotes. This is apparently a back and forth. Someone saying to him on October the 15th, so just under a month after the body was identified, just over a month after the body was found, people are saying, I pray it's all just misinfo. The internet sucks. And David says it really does. So much twisted and fake. Well, it turns out that might not have been the case, allegedly. Okay. Someone says, I'm sorry, dude. They said, God bless you, twin. Keep going with your music. Don't stop for nothing. Thank you, gang. I'll never forget. You helped me so much with the BandLab stuff. Big inspo, bro. Hope you're staying safe for real, man. Love you. Someone saying, love you, bro. Real shit. I appreciate you. You have any presets or opinions on music? I got you. And then he gets into the Bible. He gets on his preacher shit, right? Saying something, skip to the books of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Those are the books that cover all of Jesus' life until his death. Then after, read the Psalms and Proverbs, which is basically the motivational part of the Bible that teaches you how to pray. It says Bible is confusing, but if you read it in that order, it starts to make sense. Reading it in chronological order is tricky. Damn, dude, thank you, bro. Of course, my goat. When people stop stalking my Instagram followers to make conspiracy theories, I got to follow you back. So he's not feeding these conspiracy theories, right? All of this is going on in the background while people like me are digging deep and holding his feet to the fire. Someone says, I know you're innocent, bro. Why can't the world know these people are stupid? He hits back. He said, aha. With all humility, I would phrase it as mere ignorance rather than unintelligence. Trusting God, my friend. How's your journey into faith been going? So he's out here doing up Preacher Man, all right? Dan the Preacher Man, David the Preacher Man. They're saying Prestige and Gone Girl, insane, frustrating endings. He's talking about movies with people. He said, hey, sometimes those are the best endings to a story. His story is definitely going to be insane, maybe not frustrating. He says, I really like how Twinless ended. Happy birthday, man. I said, thank you, brother. Little did he know he'd be getting locked up soon, right? And he even hating on the Israelites. Says the Israelites hated Jesus because, like we were just talking about, they kept their faith and didn't want any other nations to share gifts that God gave them. So David's also having conversations about drugs. Someone said it's kind of the same thing with weed. It can be regulated, but even if so, people will still find a way around. He said non-comparable because weed is natural. This country used to give people cocaine for a headache. So these are the types of private conversations that David's having, right? And they're finally leaked. Someone hit him and said emotions like fear, anxiety were just all unlocked. This comes from being able to think in front of what's going to happen, reasoning, etc. Thinking ahead is way better way to put this. Thinking ahead is a better way to put this. And then David says, well, not necessarily, because intuition is foresight that isn't negative. Fear and anxiety are negative versions of intuition. Intuition is primitive version of reasoning. No, it says interchangeable words, but they mean the same thing. They said intuition is a feeling based on your subconscious, though there is no thinking through it. But for reasoning, you have to move the pieces in your brain. So we were connected to everything. So crazy to think about. We could literally talk to animals like life on Pandora if you've ever seen the Avatar movie. So these are the private conversations David was having at home while he was hiding out, ducking these murder charges. It's actually bizarre. He's trying to keep positive. Now, I wonder if there's more. These are things that other people have had conversations with him and, snaked him and leaked the messages. But I wonder if we're ever going to get, maybe a leak, maybe a hack into his Instagram, into his private messages. Who knows, at the court trial, we might actually get some iMessage exports, some iCloud data, all of that kind of stuff. And we might be getting some full breakdowns of some of the conversations he was having behind the scenes beyond just this kind of smaller conversation. So I personally found this interesting. Okay, this is new information. I haven't really seen any of this before. Hope you found that interesting and useful. We're just preserving all of this information, all right, for future generations, for future publication of the David story, okay? We might look back on this in 10, 20, 30 years' time and say this was the most heinous crime a celebrity ever committed. And thank God people were just documenting all the information. And I just want to say one thing. I know a lot of people have been hating on me, and I'm trying not to put too much attention towards the hate. But I went out the other day, and a really nice girl came up to me and spoke to me. She said, and this is true. People are going to sound making up. This is a true thing that happened, right? Girl came up to me and said, I just wanted to say, I really respect what you're doing with the David case. You've got to keep doing it. Keep promoting it. Don't listen to anybody saying that you should stop or you shouldn't talk about this. And I was like, I really appreciate that. Thanks, really kind. Glad you're finding the content useful. And she said to me, I really appreciate it because I was groomed by an older man years ago, and I went through a situation that was similar, and it could have, if I wasn't careful, gone the same way as the Celeste situation. And she said, I think it's really important that you're spreading the word and letting people know these kind of things are going on. Letting other young girls know. If a guy hits you up on Fortnite, you've got to be careful. I did a whole video on Fortnite predators on the main channel. Didn't get seen by too many people, but I actually genuinely think these are important things. We're putting that out into the public. So for all the people saying, you're milking it, you're just doing that. No, I'm here. I'm not rehashing old stuff. I'm here with this as new information, right? We're preserving it. We're putting out there. We're letting people know how predators like this operate. We're letting people know you're not safe on the Discord communities, okay? You've got to be careful. These types of things, there are creepy Hollywood celebrities that are trying to get minors out of their homes, right, to do horrible stuff. And if it don't go their way, some of these guys are so depressed. Yeah, he killed her. Okay, so this is a warning. This is a PSA. I'm not saying I'm as important as the police or I'm responsible for locking David up, but I'm spreading the word and I'm letting people know this kind of thing is going on. David wasn't the only one. There are probably other Celestes out there right now going through the same thing, meeting creeps on Fortnite, meeting D-list celebrities who are trying to entice them out of their normal life and their day-to-day habits to a place where they really didn't want to end up. Okay, so that person that came up to me when I was out at a little bar for a friend's birthday in Hollywood. But they said something. They said that to me. It really affected me. They said, I really appreciate it. Don't stop. Don't let anyone tell you should stop. I think what you're doing is really useful. And, she said, I went through a situation. I think it's really important that people spread the word. We need to let people know this type of thing really goes on, and you've got to look out for it. That's just my honest opinion, okay? So anyway, hope you found that video useful, all right? We will be documenting all this history for the long game, all right? Because this David trial might go on for years. Might go on for years and years and years and years and years, and we might get to the point where by the time that the news breaks that David is actually being found guilty and that the word is being spread to millions of people that this kind of behavior is not going to be allowed, by the time we get to that point, for some people it might be too late. Some people might have been sucked into a grooming situation, right, before they had a chance to learn about the David story, before they had a chance to learn that this type of thing's going on in Hollywood and beyond. And it's just like when I covered the Jeffrey Epstein story, a lot of people said, I couldn't believe that was going on. When people said that there's creepy men out there that want to grab your children and take them on a plane and kidnap them and bring them to their island for horrible stuff, a lot of people said, I didn't believe that was far-fetched. That ain't a thing that's really happening. And a lot of people said, the way you're covering the Epstein video, even though he's dead, you're letting people know this happened. You're preserving the information and you're letting everybody in the world know, hey, this really happened. There are creeps out there that are going to try and get you onto a private jet, and you got to say no. You got to look out. If you're doing massages at a Palm Beach health resort and some creepy woman approaches you talking about you can make some extra money, you got to look out for these things. It sounds ridiculous and preposterous, but if one person can watch one of these videos about David or Jeffrey Epstein and realize, like, yo, that's creepy though. If someone propositions me, someone propositioning me could actually get so dark to the point where I might actually lose my life. And I do think it's important to spread the word and preserve that. So anyway, that's it. That's me. It's enough of me preaching. All right, I'm super tired today. I'm not feeling it today. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on the situation. So I hope you found that useful. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. I'm out for now. Peace.
Listen up. This Friday, get off your couch.
Oh, yeah.
for the surprise movie of the summer. It's so great. It's pure blockbuster. Fun. Does it feel good? Masters of the Universe. Rated PG-13. Early screenings this Wednesday. Everywhere Friday.
Sometimes the sweet smell of victory stinks. Adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria detergents leave behind. Clean is good. Sanitized is better.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. You flying in, it's hard. You get done playing. Man, you know the shit, man. Hey, pizza and wings sound real good. I could go for me a burger right now.
Man.
Damn. Hey, man, I can't eat no wings, no burger, no wings. No pizza, and go to bed and sleep on this.
Yeah, no. Talking about some, let me get 2 bags of potato chips. Yeah, all right. Man, you out of pocket, boy. Go ahead. You missing weight body fat, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, the funniest thing, bro, I'm telling y'all, the funniest thing, bro, is to see people sitting in there something.
right before weigh-in?
Hey, Uncle Ocho, the sun will be packed. Everybody be trying to sweat it out, trying to sweat some of them pounds out. Boy, listen, I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. Oh my God.
I ain't got to get no hot tub and steam because they didn't have a sauna in Denver. They had one in Baltimore. Hey, Sharp, I'm like, hold on. How you mofos eating pizza in the damn sauna? What kind of bull job is that?
In the sauna?
They in the sauna.
Oh no.
Man, they grab a pizza and go get in the sauna.
Damn.
I don't know. Maybe just me. But I was like, nah, it's too hot in there. And they constantly pour water on the rocks and it's getting steamy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, put some water on the rock. Nah, don't put no more water on the rocks.
Oh yeah. I ain't never heard of that. People in there eating pizza. Typically, guys go in there when they try to sweat that alcohol out them pores.
I'm trying to figure out. Guys go in there. Guys get in the sauna. They start getting in the sauna damn near Wednesday. Wednesday after practice. They in there Thursday after practice. They in there Friday. They in there Friday morning.
Yeah.
Then they in there Friday again after practice.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, damn. How much do y'all weigh?
Y'all had to do that too, huh?
You in the sauna, huh?
Y'all had to weigh in too when you was playing.
Yeah, hell yeah, they had to weigh in. Yeah.
I think everybody got that.
Oh, in football, y'all had. I didn't know y'all had.
Yeah, and you got to pay a certain amount for every pound.
$50 a pound that you over. Yeah, and it doubles every pound.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like that method, like that Pat run over because it holds you accountable, and it helps your performance whether guys know it or not. Where you ain't just snacking all day eating no BS, bro. Mm-hmm. Like it keep you in line. You know what I mean? But I didn't know football did. I think Miami the only team that does it for real.
No, we had to weigh in. Man, look here. Early in my career, I remember Dan used to have us weigh in on Sundays. Because he said guys was making weight on the way they was playing Sunday at the game, they might have done gained weight back. So he would weigh us in Sunday before pregame.
Damn.
Before you eat, yes.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be playing with it.
Yes.
Ocho, you probably had no problem.
I've never had a weight problem. And I'm saying, but the thing was, especially once a guy make weigh in, Joe.
Yeah. Right.
Bro. Okay, you may weigh in. Now you got wings. Now you got all this stuff, bro. What you did? All you did was get that water pop. That ain't no weight. Because once you eat and drink, you gonna put that water back on, and guess what? Your body, because you dehydrated so much, it's gonna hold on to everything.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, hey Joe, I ain't get fined at all, Joe.
I ain't no get fined.
It probably wasn't enough for you to make your way on Joe.
Man, Joe, I was so little when I was playing. I was skinny. I mean, like right now, it's probably the biggest I've ever been, Joe.
Yeah. But just imagine if you was running, if you would think about how much you ran during practice.
Yeah.
How much you ran. Just imagine if you ran, that's what you'd be.
Yeah.
You'd be that right now. As I'm saying, you're not a naturally big man. You say, when I'm going to get weight, when you're not.
Yeah.
That's not your your genetic makeup.
Yeah.
No, and what I'm saying, guys who eat pizza in the sauna, once they made weight, because we got pizza. I don't know how y'all get pizza, Ocho. We got pizza every Friday. We got pizza and wings every Friday.
Right.
So they might come in there. You might have 20, 25 pizzas. So you got all these pizzas. You know, I'm simple. I might get a slice.
Right.
I'm going up out of it. I'm good.
Yeah.
Now they pizza and chicken. So we got Popeyes. You got so many miles. You got so many spicy. You got probably 100 biscuits. You got chicken strips. You got all that. I like wings. So hey, I get a slice of pizza maybe, but I got the wings. They got the wings, and my wings got my name on it. Cause I got tired of getting everybody that got the wings and gone and everything. So they would just bring me up. Mike had them to get me 4 wings. 4 wings and a biscuit.
Yeah.
Cool. I just don't know how those guys eat. We had guys, and I remember Dan told a guy, I ain't gonna call his name. He says, if you make weight, I'll give you all the money that I've taken for you in 2 years. I'll give it back to you.
He knew dude couldn't make it.
He made it. Hell no. He made weight maybe the very first time. Maybe the very first time he made weight. After that, he ain't never make it.
You know what? That is only one position they have a problem with that, and it got to be a D tackle. Yeah, it got to be. The D tackle is the only person. Joe, even on our team. On our team, Joe.
Yeah.
And listen, Big Sam Adams. Remember Big Sam Adams up?
Yeah, but I played with Sam and Goose.
For real?
And they ain't wait.
Hey,
Sam got mad at Goose. Goose, you wear today? Nah. Goose, you wear today? Nah. Okay. Ain't no way. Come on, guys. We gotta.
Hey, Joe, them boys were big, Joe.
Yeah. No, and you gotta have some discipline, boy. Under that type of structure.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I think more teams need to adopt that in the NBA, especially because we're dealing with so many injuries.
Right.
Because I know when guys are at home and they just chilling, they snacking, eating Zuzus and wham-whams all day. And y'all know they pile up. You can eat 800 calories and 1,000 calories. Just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And don't even realize it.
Oh man. So, but I was cardio, Joe. So even Monday, even before we would come we'd have to run after the game. I would do cardio. I'd get up at like 7 o'clock, and before I have to, because if we won, we didn't have to be. You come in and get your workout in, and we were off. I would do an hour of cardio before I got there, and then I would get a lift in.
Damn.
And then I would run sprints that loosen my legs are already loose. I would do cardio on Tuesday for an hour. I would do cardio before practice, and before I left my house. I had a stationary bike. I would do cardio. Or I go to the complex where I was staying and do cardio. And then I would do cardio after Wednesday practice and after Thursday practice. Because I wanted my weight low. Like you say, Joe, I want to be disciplined. Mike was like, hey. And as I started to get older, Mike was like, you want your weight to go up 2 or 3 pounds. I said, nah, I want to be under the same structure. Yeah. And I know it's harder as you start to age. And then plus, it starts to get cold. So guess what? You bundle up out there, Ocho. I'm bundled up out there. I ain't trying to be like them linemen going out there with shorts and cut off shirts. Hell no. Then I got a thermal shirt on. I got a sweatshirt on. I got all that on. Hey. Hell no. But I knew for me to be my best, I need to be focused. I need to have tunnel vision. Yeah. So chicken and rice it was. Chicken and rice, or turkey and rice, or 8 ounces of filet. That's what it was. Yeah. Green beans, black-eyed peas, whole kernel corn, stuff like that. Yeah. Hey, look. Some guys, man, I'm like, bro, man, we had a guy we supposed to come. Okay, they give you a weight. Did they give you a weight to come to Camp Joe? No, because I got the Miami midway through the season. Ocho, did they give you a weight to Cincinnati that okay, Ocho, your weight, the report to training camp is 185 pounds.
Yeah, nah, they let me go because they already knew whatever it was I was gonna be under.
How we get? I remember they gave a guy a body weight. He need to come in at. How you come in 11 pounds overweight? Damn. I'm looking like, did you do anything? anything. How you 11 pounds? You know what? I can't even see 2 or 3 because you had the whole damn summer. They gave you the weight before you leave. Yeah. They give you a weight. They say this is what you want. This is what we want you to report back in. So you knew that. So 7 weeks ago, they gave you this weight.
You know, them big boys, if they got in that structured environment, boy, it's hard to lose weight.
It is, man. You know, I feel bad for people running. I run with them. So, you know, they might have 8 100, they might have 10 100. You might have to run morning practice and afternoon practice.
To get that weight off your arm.
Yeah.
With the garbage bag on.
I'm running with them. You know, I ain't got, man, I feel bad for them. Because if you out there running, everybody looking at you, they know you're running. Somebody else ain't in shape.
Y'all had them conditioning tests y'all used to have to take.
Yeah, we have to do yes.
When you come back right before camp.
Yeah, I used to love those.
We had the 1040 test.
What's that?
You had to run 40. You had to run 10 40-yard dash. So basically, let's just say my time is 4.6. Mm-hmm. You had to run all of them things in like 4.8 or less, and back to back.
Boy, look. I remember
and people like, oh, that ain't that. Okay. Yeah, the first 3 or 4 might not be bad. When you get your ass to 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, them conditioning tests ain't no joke. But if you come in shape, though, you can breeze through it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's the guys who ain't been doing that, and then you come in and try to do that conditioning test, and you about pack the back.
Them hamstrings gonna be on fire.
Hey. I used to love them conditioning tests, Joe.
I ain't love them, Joe. I ain't finna lie to you. I ain't love them now. I did it. Hell no.
Yeah, you know, I come in immaculate shape. Not football shape. I'm talking about immaculate shape, just being able to run all day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we done ran. Football shape and running shape is something entirely
different. Hey Joe, until I get people pushing and pulling and tugging on me and me having to move around objects and move around people, and then that's football shape.
But hold on, what was y'all regimen like when the season was over? Let's say you took a little time off for you to get back in shape. Oh, you was a runner. You just used to like.
Yeah. I had a track background, so let's just say at the absolute height of my conditioning, Joe, we were running somewhere between 20. We were running somewhere between 20 and 25 110 with 14 to 16 seconds with a 45-second break.
I'm saying you was doing that by yourself in the off season?
I would do that by myself. I've run as many as 30. I ran the first 15, and everybody's like, man, it's too hot. I'm done. And I ran the last 15 by myself. So I put myself on the clock.
Did you and your brother?
We might have 150. So you gotta wait 150. You gotta run 150. You gotta run.
Yeah. You good? I know you ain't going nowhere.
17 seconds, 18 seconds.
It be like that. We be doing.
You get a minute and a half off. And people like what we do is that we run and then you walk back to the start. So we run the 200. So we run 2200s, and you got to make it in 32 seconds.
Yeah.
So we run, finish, and walk back across the field. By the time you get back across the field, it's time to go again.
Hey Joe, my condition was so good, it really wasn't anything like I was doing. But I played soccer during the off season, Joe.
Yeah.
And I did boxing, and I didn't do boxing not to fight, Joe. I did boxing strictly for my feet work.
Yeah.
Having somebody in front of you, Joe, is no different. My strength was man to man. Having somebody right up in my face, my strength.
Yeah.
And obviously, mentally, it helped me build somewhat of a callus. Mentally, not worrying about getting hit. You know, when you spar sometimes, and then you go on the football field, you don't care what's around you. You just focus on what you got.
Some call it being neighborly. We call it uncompromising commitment. It's a Yingling thing, brewing America's lager for nearly 200 years. Whether you're a professional technician or simply take pride in making.
I'm back with another David update, and I know a lot of people have been saying there's not been any big new updates, there's not been any new information that's been found. But in this video, I'm actually going to show you a whole bunch of never before seen evidence that once again cooks David. Okay, people saying, We're running out of things to talk about, but there's actually still, even at this stage in the game, more incriminating, damning stuff coming out about David, about his team, about the people around him. And I've got a big batch of information to share with you in this video, okay? I know a lot of people have been waiting for another big update, and I do actually have quite a few.
Wait, ma'am, wait. Stay on the sidewalk.
At midday, officers received a call regarding a woman waiting at the police station to report a domestic incident. Upon arrival, they met the caller, a 32-year-old woman named Miss Sanders.
Yes, ma'am. In the night school.
In the night school, and I know you enjoying it. See, I sit in this all day, so I'm trying to run home.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was document a domestic violence at 2204 Fayette Street. Event physical. I went south of divorce. So I got the paperwork and stuff in the car. He's still staying at the house with me. I refuse to leave. I ain't tripping in because once you go to court, you know, it's all said and done.
Do you have a time that is that a court date set or anything like that?
No, they gave me a judge, but I have to call back in 30-something days to see if there's any more paperwork that they're going to need or anything from me. But I need to document it because I'm a 911 dispatcher. I don't have time. The last time I called the police, you see, this is when he bit me. And like he had a death grip on me, and then trying to get him to let me go, I get him back.
When was that?
That was May of last year. And y'all guys arrested me. So I didn't even call the police this time. And I got everything on video footage of me, the IA and stuff, and it was like I was totally knowing how everything was handled. So I didn't even trust the police because I didn't feel protected. Like I was in a situation where he had me on. And I was arrested.
According to Ms. Sanders, the last time she contacted law enforcement, it dramatically ended with her arrest. Determined not to let that happen again, she arrived at the station with video evidence, recorded inside her own bedroom. Watch this shocking footage.
Oh shit. actually hung up on me because her English was bad. One time.
But that wasn't the end of the story. Additional surveillance footage revealed another confrontation between the couple at a service center, where the husband allegedly became physical. Witnesses stepped in and managed to separate them before the situation could escalate even further. Based on the information and documentation, when the law enforcement officers stepped in, his family members suddenly began creating a scene.
That shit crazy.
He already told us his name.
No, I'm telling you that's not his name. I'm telling you that's not his name.
Okay, well, he told us it's his name.
I'm telling you that's not his name.
We go with what he says, not his name. However, the real question arose: how did this relationship spiral to this point, and why did it escalate into toxicity? Stay with us as we uncover the truth.
I apologize. This was like 2 years ago, maybe like 2.5 years ago. Then I come and then he ended up with a finger with the ring on your finger or something like that. I might be remembering wrong. It might not be you.
It was over a PlayStation. And he bit me on my arm and I bit him on the head. I don't know how to do it.
I apologize. It's literally familiar. I thought that. I came in before. Okay.
I told him I can't believe that his name is African American male. I think it's like David Lexington, something like that. He's a close here at this movie. He lied to me. He took the box dog and said that he was gonna arrest both of us. I was the only one arrested. He allowed him to leave a bag was smuggled me in front of the police. I told him I wanted to press charges against his cousin that came there and did that. He didn't. I never came off my mind. Like, it was just so long. So I didn't even feel safe calling the police this time because who knows? You know, I got a job, I got kids, I got to take care of. And we just trying to get him off of me. You know, he's 6 foot something. I'm only 4'8". And it's like, my hand was all swelled up and bleeding and stuff. And he just got a little mark on his head because I was trying to make him let me go. Because I'm he didn't let go.
I do hope you have a better experience with us today. What is his name?
Terry
What is his name? And then what's his address? So I understand, I talked to the part of the previous incident, May of last year. Now, where did the incident that you're reported to care?
Well, it happened this morning at Albertson. It was about, let's see, I was in between 8 o'clock and 8:30.
Go upstairs right quick. Enjoy your room.
What was the
Y'all
incident
waiting right now.
about?
Y'all taking a break.
Recent?
Pretty much over it. Like, he has mental issues. He's done a lot of cheating.
You said cheating?
And he tried this whole thing with us in the church. That was the only reason I like getting much
I understand.
But it's not working.
So the argument today was not really over anything specific. It was just a flare up of his mental issues. Like what was
I'm telling him that because of the cheating, I don't trust, and it's just, you know, it messes with me. So it's hard to live in a relationship with someone who can't get past. And I told him, I didn't lie to him and say I can get past it. I told him I don't trust you. I can't get past this, and he's still begging for me to try to work it out. And only because I'm a woman brought up and raised in a two-parent household, and you know my upbringing, did I try to give a chance? But it's like, look, I don't trust you.
and that's understandable. Believe me, I've been through that myself.
Yeah.
So at what point, so I'm gonna kind of repeat the story back to you just so we can kind of on the same page. You're kind of telling him something along the lines of there, we trust you because of the whole cheating thing, and you're kind of telling him I don't understand, or I don't really know how this is gonna work out. He gets upset, and then what's next? Does he stand on you at this point?
Rastaman.
Okay.
Take the time to actually find it.
So I'm gonna give you my email, and you can email that to me, and I'll upload that to this show, and then I'm gonna give you the CRM card as well. It's gonna have domestic violence phone numbers and all kinds of other resources for you. So you can either show me the video about what happened today, or you could explain it to me and show me. I kind of just want to get a good idea of what happened.
Like, I'm on my side of the bed, which is that side of the bed. He's on the right side of the bed. He's up getting dressed and just been on the shower. He's getting dressed and we're like talking. And he's telling me I keep beating down the little things he did in the past instead of moving forward. Just the same stuff we've been talking about. And I'm just like, I don't trust you right now. I can't do this. And as we talk, and like, he will have moments where, especially if I say something about him and the cheating that he's done in the past, it just angers him. So he jumped across the bed, and he, that's when at that time he picked my hair. So I'm kind of like, he was loving, he pulled my hair to the right, and trying to snap my neck. So I started crying. But even before that, I was going towards the bathroom, to turn on the bathroom. But when I went into the restroom area, he grabbed me around my neck and choked me. That's
Okay. Okay, how did he choke you?
So I think he's like 6 foot something. I'm standing by the bathroom door. He's actually in the bathroom.
Pretend my arm is your...
This is the neck. Look up this hands around my neck.
Okay. Did you lose consciousness at any point? Did you... There's some questions that I can ask you at this point, right? Because of the whole strangulation thing. Did you have blood vessels pop in your eyes? Did you have trouble breathing?
No, it just hurts. You know, this little area. So, and he's a little bit tight, but not to the point of trying to make me pass out. Don't know or anything like that. But I do have video footage because he did it.
I'm gonna sit down.
That's all. He did it a second time.
Twice today. Twice today.
And he pulled my hair.
Can you do me a DDA phone, please? If you don't mind. Do you mind showing me that video? So we have both of his hands around your neck twice today. Okay. And how long do you think the duration was? For 30 seconds each time? It doesn't
Hey,
matter.
look,
It does not
if
matter.
I was in Chicago,
There's
I'd
regulations
definitely come
that's
see you, bro.
100%.
Kick it.
So,
For sure.
because of that, and if you're not done telling your story, absolutely, I don't want to interrupt you or anything, but I'm gonna do what's
Only Brawny has 3 flies, and it's more absorbent than Bounty.
Early birds get the vacation rental. Book your summer stay early on Vrbo and save over $135. Vrbo. Book now and save.
On 3. Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help people save money. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it. Only pay for what you need. Liberty.
And he said, it'll never work out because I'm a Virgo and he's a Pisces.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Did you call?
Yeah, well, notice. I'm gonna have that on me. I'll have that make a call.
Yeah, it was, so that was the first time? Not like in your relationship, but today.
Yeah, that was the second time. I had to go to like
That's fine.
It was probably about an hour and a half maybe long that kind of went back and forth.
That's fine.
I just wanted to kind of show you the first way he would actually put his hands on me.
That's I just want you to know that having the cameras and everything, really smart. That's probably like the second time that I've seen people have that, and it's very important.
Yeah, I mean, you literally caught that on camera, and I mean,
and see, I didn't even think about it the last time, like so much that happened when they came over the first time. I didn't even think until I had to call them and say, "This is crazy. I'm in handcuffs."
you didn't know what I understood.
I don't want that. Just scratch it. We'll fix it. That's fine.
Alright, so, some of these, you know, I have to ask you, some of them may not apply, but either way, we're just gonna go ahead and move through these. So the first one is, has he ever used a weapon against you or friend with a weapon?
Originally, no, just pretty much his hands, but that's considered a weapon, but
Yeah. Has he threatened to kill you or your children?
yes, he has. I had to send text messages to my dad. But he was sending me like no rights and I was like, one of the doors like one second or something.
Who the kid was doing that? I'm sorry, I did.
He sent a text message to me like that. And today was the last words to me before he walked out the door was that he was going to go to harm himself. Yeah, so exactly he was saying it from me just to know that I did something to myself.
Yeah, that's it's very manipulative, and you don't have to feel guilty about whatever. I got you. So the next question is, do you think he might try to kill you? Does he have a gun, or can he easily get one? You know, does he have access to it? Good. Okay, has he ever tried to choke you? Is he violently or constantly jealous, or does he control most of your activities? Have you left him or separated after living together or being married? Does he work? ever try to kill them.
Fish, yellow rice, and broccoli for dinner. That sounds real good. I'm actually
Does he
about
have
to
a
bake some
child
fish too.
that he knows
Some
is
type
not
of vegetable I
Yes and no. I don't know how to answer that.
It is kind of a weird question.
Well, the thing is, technically, yes, but then the baby passed. I had a baby last year, and the baby passed. But the baby
Sorry,
was a junior and everything, but it was not biological his, and he knows it's not his. So.
got. Oh shit.
Does he follow us by you and he's there any messages?
Damn, hold on. So, you fucking. That's why he kept saying all that whole shit. They been married. And she said the baby was his junior, but the baby was not biologically his, and he know that. So at that point, instead of sticking around, keep calling them bitches and hoes, nigga, you should have just left. There's no way my wife finna have a baby, and I know it's another nigga baby, and it's about to be my junior and all that. That's crazy. But that's a good dinner right there. I definitely need to look some shit up right there. Because I'm trying to definitely, I ain't eating past 7 p.m.
He said no.
No.
Okay. Is there anything else that worries you about your shit? Okay. So I'm gonna write down my email, and I would, let's see, if I got your phone number here, let me just double check that I got it. So what is your phone number? I don't think I got yours.
What is your number? Well, the last thing he said we played was on hold and suicide. So.
You got everything on video, right?
Sick.
You got everything on video, right?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
He fucked up.
You say it again?
You do a right report this week, get a CR card.
Hey, can you pull a CRM for this so I can give her the CRM card?
Yeah. So we're probably going to have to call, George's probably going to have to call the detective.
Yeah.
So,
That's fine. Can you, pay some notes with it, right?
yeah. That's 7 Savannah High.
Oh, shit.
That's where we're going to go. There.
You already did?
Yeah.
No, it was,
Walks into your last
the
name.
march you have for the end.
Farts and bees.
Today, she was strangled.
Appreciate it though.
For twice today, there's videos she's going to send it to me. For about 30
Sneaky in
seconds.
here. What you been eating, bro? Subscribe before you leave.
He's still in the house with me. So I don't know how it's gonna play out. The last thing I heard from him was he wanted to commit suicide. He still got the keys to the house. His belongings and stuff are still there.
Most likely he's gonna come back.
And the last time I got explained to him, I told him I ended up in handcuffs. After this mark was what happened, and I'm just trying to, get away from him.
I got you.
So
You guys got kids?
not together, no.
Yeah, okay. Speaking of it, if he comes back, just call him this, you know what I mean? So we already got everything we need to know.
So just trying to protect myself.
Yeah, I got it.
And I got a job and kids and everything, and go.
That is not my food.
That's it.
All right.
She trying
That's all. Seven video. Yeah. Time back, constant. Just beforehand, that's good.
Yeah. You know, that's how they be.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we left.
That's like mandatory, you know.
Okay.
When I go and people shit I fuck with, mandatory. Like,
Yes.
it's just not even questioned.
And the police say what she said, and then just what you saw.
And then the other food.
Okay. What time does that happen?
8:30.
This considered not covered.
Well, she said that last. And I guess, yeah, she said that last.
Yeah, I'm going in here and get my little dinner ready.
She's gonna be over herself.
And on the video, you got so much that she was doing.
Yeah. So she was sitting on the bed, on the left side of her bed. She said something about the long blue and or whatever. He goes up with his fatty or something, either before or after. But he does get completely on top of her. And I mean, to me, it looked like that. I'm sure that it's true. I just couldn't actually tell. I also had it my arm for her, and she demonstrated that like both of her hands, his hands were around. She said that she didn't have any bloodshot eyes, any like horse voice, anything of that nature. She said that it was about 30 seconds each time, two different incidents. I only saw the first video. It seemed to me like she didn't want to look at the video again, so like be traumatized again or whatever. But she's gonna send them out to me.
Okay.
And I'll upload it to evidence.com.
Hey there, how are you? I'm gonna take a photo. So what's going on, man?
So I was involved in domestic violence husband this morning.
Okay.
And I actually just got the last screen before we uploaded, so I was going to let you know.
Okay.
But he choked me like twice and pulled my hair, which like when he pulled my hair, he pulled me the opposite direction, but I was bleeding. So
Yeah. You know, I guess that's just YouTube I see now.
After the argument and all that stuff, we left and I got over and I went to the library and filled out divorce papers and got everything together. I just went to the courthouse and filed for the divorce. We got the judge assigned to it. I'm just waiting to get a court date for that. So I just kind of wanted to document everything because he is still living in the house. And I was 911 with y'all, so the last time.
You dripping like this? On the rug and what you doing? Damn, I gotta go, man. I'm gonna holler at you later. I think my shit blacked out anyway right now. I'm gonna holler at you. Peace, chat. Much love to everybody. Much love to Meg.